Hello, hello, hello. In today's video, we'll be going over the 15.2 Sabaton patch. We have the new Sabaton patch, which will be starting on Friday, March the 13th. Super excited for that. We also have the new battle pass with the new ship, the Fiume, along with the early access to the Thor Line is over. So you guys are able to grind out the Thor Line now. So super cool with that. We also have a lot of other stuff to cover. We have ships that are rotating in and out of the armory in the next coming patch. I'll be going over what ships are worth getting in this patch, and then next patch I'll be going over what ships are worth getting when those new ships roll in. We also have a lot of new UI changes that I will be showcasing you guys of what they are, so that's super cool, as well as the new CV changes and how to get a free commander reset as well for a week. So make sure to stay tuned for that. We also have the Sabaton, which I was saying before, which is currently NDA, so I'm not able to show that, but on March 13th, I will be able to show you guys the Sabaton camo and the other goodies that come with that collab. Super exciting for that. Super cool seeing Sabaton finally in World of Warships. But yep, it's going to be on the Yamato. Super cool. Can't wait for that. But let's get started on talking about the event pass. So in the battle pass, you're able to get the Fiume at level 10 when you're going down here in the bait pass. Now this is going to cost 3,000 doubloons. I played the ship off stream and I was testing it, and it has really good guns, show 3mm guns with a good AP that punishes broadside cruisers, as well as broadside battleships as well, and it has good HE for fire starting. It also comes with a nice exhaust smoke. It doesn't have the best concealment, but its maneuver is really good. So I think that it's definitely worth it. So I highly recommend getting the Fiume. It's a good crew trainer for the Italians. If you like playing Italian cruisers that's a little bit more AP focused, then I think you're going to like the Fiume. So I'd highly recommend this battle pass. Also, so as I was saying earlier as well, the new Thor line is out of early access. So you guys are able to get it right now. So you are able to get yourself the Thor as we speak. So if you've been wanting to get the Thor line, you're able to do that right now. So enjoy grinding your way down the Thor. Do I recommend getting the Thor line? Well, the Thor has good torpedoes, and the guns are they're okay. At distance, they can be a little bit trolly, but mid distance, where it really shines with its really good concealment, you're able to do really well. It also is the first tech tree battleship in the game to get radar. So let's just take a look at that real quick. It also it's a 10-kilometer radar, which is really nice. The torpedoes are 15-kilometer range. It also gets a toggleable engine boost, as you see here. And this thing becomes one of the fastest battleships of the game when you build into it. And it goes really, really, really fast. I have a video on the Thor line itself, so if you guys want to see a review and some gameplay of it, you can check it out on my YouTube. So I would definitely recommend getting the Thor line. It's really fun. If you like more of like a kind of an incomparable style where you're kind of using your stealth to your advantage, it also has really good anti-air, like really, really strong. Some of the strongest anti-air in the game outside of Vermont with the DFAA. So I would definitely recommend getting the Thor line since you can grind that for free. They also added a lot of new setting changes to the game as well. So let's go here and check it out real quick. So in the battle UI, they have made it where you can do a lot of singular things here. So you can do ammunition time to target, so you can have that on, which I highly recommend. Range finder, which of course shows the range of the ship, and then detectability range displays the distance at which your ship can be detected by the enemy. This is kind of like useful information if you're not really paying attention to what your concealment is. Having that there is going to be pretty nice. You can have the terrain and shell path. Having this on is going to be pretty nice. So like say you're aiming at somebody, if someone's going to be like, if you're trying to aim at somebody and your shells are going to hit the island, then that's definitely really useful to have. The increased detectability timer. When you fire your main guns, your ship's detectability increases for a short time. So this lasts for about 20 seconds. I think this is really nice to have. This was originally a mod, so having it built in the game now is really important. So I think having this active, yes, I definitely think this is really important. Now, they also made it where you can have a time to victory. This is very important as well, so I highly recommend having this on as well. So make sure you have the time to victory active as well. It shows how many, it shows pretty much which side is winning the match. So you're able to dictate how aggressive you have to be or how passive you could be, depending upon which side is going to be winning. So with all these changes of the UI, I'm really happy with how they're doing it. And I'm excited that World of Warships is starting to add in all these mods that we've been wanting in the base game. So really happy with that. So thumbs up to Wargaming on that one. All right, so I need to go over to the dev blog to show you guys, or this here, so I can show you guys some stuff that's new as well. We have new operations that are being added. We have 3 new operations that are being added, so you guys can start playing those as of now. They have the battle pass I was saying, and the new carrier update. So they're working on currently the update changes to the CV mechanics with the evasive maneuvers consumable, where originally was the heal, has been transitioned to having a evasive maneuvers instead. They also made it where CVs can manually control their consumables, which is really nice as well. Now, in here, in this in particular, you're able to get, for a week, 100% discount on resetting your commander's skills. And you would click a button that's right here to be able to participate, and that's why I'm showing it to you guys. So you guys can click this, where it says claim offer, and then you get a 100% discount to where you're able to get a 100% discount on reaching your commanders without having to pay anything. So you can see right here, 100% discount, so you don't have to pay anything for that week, which is really, really nice for people that are switching their commanders around, as well as trying to, you know, switch over commanders that you're trying to transition or move over. All right, so we already talked about the new interface changes, which I was just talking about, so you don't have to showcase that. There is a new Okinawa map change, as you can see here. So this is the old, and this is the new. I haven't been able to test this yet, so we'll have to see how the changes goes, but so far, I'm liking the new change. So far, I am, so we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, so far, I'm liking the new map change to Okinawa. It looks pretty nice to me, so let me know what you guys think of the new map change. But yes, so that's the new map change here. The lunar event is still going on, so you guys can still earn, you know, the ships that are in the lines. You can still earn the Lunar New Year tokens, as well as using your coal to get those really cool ships. So I definitely recommend you guys still grinding those. As I was saying earlier, the European battleships are leaving early access. So the Thor, Gustav, and Chios, loading in, all these ships are off of early access. You guys can start grinding those. All right, so for this ranked season, it's bronze is tier 6 and tier 7, tier 8 and tier 9 for silver, and gold is tier 10 and super ships. For NA, I think it's going to be a little bit difficult to get to gold. I find it the queue times are a little bit too long, so I may just be sticking to silver. But for EU and Asia, you guys can go all the way to gold. It just depends on your guys' servers. You guys can let me know. Clan Battle season will be starting on March 18th, and this will be tier 8 season, so really interesting. They are trying out some new brawls with some really interesting gimmicks. Starting on March 16th, it'll be three tier 8 battleships. This is secondary focus, as you can see here. That's going to be pretty insane. For Brawl 2, it's going to be 1v1 tier 10 ships. Nothing really special here. In Brawl 3, the maximum ship speed is increased, so for tier 9. Oh, so they also made it where significantly longer reload time of main guns and alarmists, rendering them close to ineffective. So they're just buffing the living crap out of secondary guns. Okay, so this is something I wanted to talk about right here. So they also made it where there are new camos. You do not get a bonus when you get these camos. You can get them for 50,000, 60,000, 75,000, 100,000 for each of the tiers. You do not get a bonus when you get these. You just get a really cool camo. So these camos do look really cool. If you are wanting the camos, then sure, you can get them, but you don't really get any special bonuses from them. So I don't really think that's really worth it. All right, so there's a ship rotation that's been going on. So in this end of this patch, all of these ships will be rotated out, and these ones will be rotated in. So as you can see here, at the end of this patch in sort of April, well, during the April patch, we'll be having all of these ships being added. I'll be having a separate video talking about these ships whenever the new patch hits. And then I'll be having a separate video talking about in detail about these ships sometime coming up. So make sure to look out for that in an upcoming video. But I'll say in short which ships I think are worth and which ones aren't. But I'll be doing a video a little bit later talking about them as well. But I'll do a little bit of detail here on which ones I think are worth. The Arc Royale for a tier 6 CV, definitely worth. Atlanta, I think, is still worth to this day. Belfast 43 did get some nice changes, so I think that's worth. Boys, no, I don't think that's worth it. Gonzaga, I definitely think is worth it. The Gascon, no. Genova, hell no. Incheon, I think it's worth it if you have the money for it. Iran, yeah, I think this is worth it. Issei, no. Jupiter, yes. This, Schoenberg, hell no. Kid, yes. Loeng, yes. Mitagumo, yes. Monmouth, yes. Murmansk, it's a good tier 5, yeah, but it's, you know, it's an Omaha, so prepare to be Devstruck. The Varin, 50-50. Ueve, no. Oshkava, Oshkavav, yeah. Sorry if I'm saying these wrong. There's just so many of them. Yes. Bacardi, nah. Bagration, sure, yeah, I think it's pretty good, yeah. Saipan, hell no. Scharnhorst, why get this when you get Scharnhorst Raid 3? Seal, if you like playing subs, then sure. It does have some of the strongest homing torpedoes in the game. Sims, it's a classic, but no. Ferberus, you like playing tier 5? Nah, there's other ones that are better. West Virginia 41, no. And Yukon, it's okay. Not the best, not the worst. But yeah, these are the ships that are being leaving in April 7th. And these are the ones that are being rotated in. Now, I'll be having a separate video going over this in the new patch. But yes, they are including the Sabir. So people are looking forward to the Sabir. They'll be adding that in April. So super exciting for that because I know a lot of people have been wanting the Sabir. So you can get it for outright now. So that's super cool. But yeah, there's a lot of new things coming into this patch, and there's a lot to look forward to. New rank season, we have new operations, we have new ships, we also have the Sabaton Collab, which is currently under NDA, which will be going off on March 13th. So look forward to that in your reports on March 14th. It's definitely super exciting to see. But hopefully you guys are excited about it as I am. A lot of new stuff to look forward to. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, let me know in the comments down below. This is Overlord Bo, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces!